And let the friend who so began, no not one, no not one. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide till our day is gone. There is not a friend I know thee. No, not one, no, not one, not one. At this point, I'd like to invite teacher for today to come forward while we listen carefully to him. So, you're welcome, sir.
Once again, I'm very happy to be here to see the faces of my brethren and to, I don't know whether this is an admonition or teaching, to teach us on the topic given to me. The topic is dangers of death and how to avoid it. Dangers of death and how to avoid it. The focus is spiritual and practical consequences of death and how to live within one's means. This week now, I report to the church. I don't know how we will revive this youth fellowship. I make a very strong case. So I don't know when I'm meeting with the other next Sunday or the other upper one. A very strong case. How to revive this youth fellowship. Whether I can say whether it's dying or tomatoes. It's quite important. So let's start. Let us know what's death. Death. I will drive my teaching with a lot of stories. All the teachings here I've been observing. I've seen them practical. To me, debt simply means you are spending money you don't have. The money you don't have, you are spending it, and it's not your own. After spending, what will happen becomes debt. Now what debt? Don't go to anywhere and start thinking what is debt. You are spending the money that does not belong to you, and you are spending it. After the expenditure, what happens? You are in a trap, big trap. I want to tell you one foolish thing I did since I was born. I've never done it. I've been hiding it from my family. This thing is recent, it's still on my neck. Anytime I'm here, I'm always very blunt. I lost my only brother. I don't know, I've told you what happened to me during the Civil War. I didn't know my small brothers. So the only one remaining with me died last year. So I was going for the burial. I sat with one woman with a small child in a Siam. So when I moved about problem at Kasaba, that woman came to me where I went to go and buy water to drink. She explained to me who she is and all that and all that. We exchanged it. She told me she's living in Agege. I said, okay, I'm living there. She said she has a shop in Agege. I said, my wife also has a shop there. So we became just friends. after repairing her water, we entered with admonition. She said she helped her drop her bag of rice because she was going to for the burial of her own mother. So when she come back, she brought meat to me. She called me where are you? I said, I told her where I was. She brought meat in a line, and I don't eat that kind of thing. I called one of my teachers, our head mistress. I gave it to her. The man later started thanking me, saying, "Oh, thank you." He said, "This meat, it will last out for. They will start using it to cook." It's a very big meat too. So she went to that man started coming. He started begging me. He said she went to take loan after the mother's burial, and she went to sign. Yes, what is microfinance? Usually I signed because you know that man has gone away. I paid that loan or something. My wife don't know. Those Benulis, they have been calling me and don't block them. She dragged me from my office to I went and signed that loan. I think I paid for it as I'm talking to you. I paid almost 7,000.
We don't know how to work. We didn't know how to work.
See, I told you story. I did it out of compassion. So that is what when you have loan, my brother said, there's nothing wrong in taking loan. But will you utilize it well? I've not entitled to my objective. When I was in the bank, if I take loan, I will utilize it very well. I didn't spend 1 year in the bank. I started building a house. I was below 25 years there. The first time I built before I was 30 years. Each time I want to go home, leave, I will take loan. Are you hearing me? If you are working, can do the same. That's why if I'm teaching you people here, it's practical. There's nothing wrong about any one of you aside building a house. There's nothing wrong. Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for your mother. So, debt simply means spending money you don't have. Debt is money owed to another person or entity. If you borrow money, lend money to or you go to the bank and borrow money. See, let me tell you, don't borrow money to somebody you know. If you know you can help him, if he wants 10,000, you have 5,000. Because anything will come in. You may not be treating well. You may be dodging it. I have to be here. So that's what loan is all about. Which is statutory borrowed and repaid over time, often with interest. That's the one thing that kills people. When I was at Wharf Road, one professor, I would not be there when they opened that camp. The professor is a lecturer in Unilab, very old Baba, old prof. He came, I was in a prison department then, we had placed loan for Indians. Our money that took it to they approved it. This is not telling us at that time, over 40 million. At that time, to pay that the man was telling us that he did training, Kaduna, he did that, they're not paying him. He went to this man, he warned on the last day, saying, if you see us that I don't give you come for sale. At the end of this was on us. What we did was to carry our gear, went to his house, to have fancy shampoo. At there, he started getting us to feel like the blessing of this. See what loan is all about. He has used the money that was not for him. You use it with cool mind to pay down a problem. That's what loan is all about. It represents an obligation to pay or perform something. It can be incurred by individual organization for various financial needs. So what can take loan for many things. So what are the key aspects of debt? Borrowing. Debt occurs when one party borrows funds from another, such as bank, individual, or business. Then we have repayment. The borrower is obligated to repay the principal amount, usually over a set period or in installments. Interest. Most debts come with interest, which is the cost of borrowing, typically charged as a percentage of the amount owed. Then you have the obligation. Obligation is a financial liability or an obligation to pay or perform something in future. Common forms of debt include taking out a loan, making purchases of credit card, or borrowing money to finance a large purchase. However, having known what debt is and the key aspects of loan, therefore, the dangers of debt is very grievous. The dangers of debt include financial hardship. Debt can lead to a cycle of financial instability where it becomes difficult to manage bills, and you may fall into a cycle of borrowing to pay off old debts. The cycle goes on and on and on. You can borrow the one brother borrowed you, lent you, you now use it to repay your later. When that one is too much, you run. You become frustrated. We have, when I started my banking in Labash, that's Union Bank, Balogun branch, one of their oldest branches. So we have a messenger there. His name is Livinus. He's the autonomous ruler of this local government peoples and one local government peoples. We have a come from. That kind of the autonomous traditional rulers. You know what waiting is? Borrowing money. A messenger, he borrows money to start. Chevron staff, that time Chevron have a cat. Imagine a messenger borrowing money to Chevron staff. As at that time, Chevron staff, their furniture allowance is 744,000. As at that time, this is early 90s. But he borrowed money to even our agent. The deal became rich. He has that in Yanapaja, he has in Ikuru, he has in Nigeria. See, if you see him with his bag, he takes staff, Chevron staff, First Bank staff, everybody knows. Last year, he called me that he's going to make me a chief. I said, I don't want to. Then I should come last December that he wrote to me, because that time I was happy in the car. We are very close. You can imagine a messenger became a big man through loaning people money. You give him, he will collect it for you with interest. So, what again is one of the dangers of debt? Stress and anxiety. Juggling multiple debts and struggling to make payments can cause significant stress and negatively impact on your mental health. You become frustrated. You know this grooming, what's it called? All this run away from them when they did. They have been very well against packets and they push. When they call you, your mind moves. I have a woman on my street. She went and borrowed money from Lapo. This I'm telling you, the husband says they have had a kilo. 3 million. That one will go and borrow again. That woman has run away from Lapo. The 3 children are in my school. They have run away. So please be careful with borrowing money. If you know you cannot manage it, don't take it. Damage credit score. Carrying a high debt load can lower your credit score, making it harder to qualify for future loans. Because now, the way CBN did loan is that when you borrow from Lapo, if you are going to Gumi to go and borrow, then you know. If you borrow in First Bank, you go to Union Bank, then you know. If you go to Access, when you go to GT, they will know. So if you got a chronic borrower, then you are in trouble. Relationship strain. Financial difficulty caused by debt can put a strain on personal relationship with family and friends. That's what I was telling you. If bro, labor comes to borrow money, you have to be careful. That $5,000 attachment. Because if you finally give him that money, when it's not repaying you, you will have strain relationship. Increased cost. The interest you pay on debt can cause the cost of your purchase to rise significantly over time. That's one of the things that kill people that take loan. The interest rate